Welcome back to Dexter Show. Today we're talking about 10 times Dexter. Resurrection redeemed the entire franchise, so make sure to subscribe to the channel for more brand new videos. Dexter. Resurrection has revived the franchise in a way no one expected. For years, the series was infamous for starting strong but failing to stick the landing, but Resurrection has completely changed that. The spin-off showed Dexter moving from Iron Lake to New York City in search of Harrison, facing fresh challenges, familiar enemies, and his own moral struggles. Let's look at the 10 moments that prove this show brought Dexter back to glory. The story began with Dexter hallucinating his old enemies while fighting for life at the clinic Trinity, Miguel Prado, and James Dokes. They weren't just cameos, they represented his deepest conflicts. Trinity reminded him that family and killing could never mix. Prado blamed him for countless deaths, and Dokes surprisingly told him there was good in him. This opening set the tone for a deeper, more self-aware Dexter. Angel Batista also played a huge role. He was relentless, chasing Dexter with every resource at his disposal, even threatening Harrison. Yet when Prater placed Angel on Dexter's kill table, Dexter didn't go through with it. He freed Angel, proving he wasn't beyond compassion. This moment redefined him as someone still guided by Harry's code. Dexter's relationship with Harrison was also central. In New Blood, he failed as a father, but here he tried to do better. He cleaned up Harrison's bloody mistakes, stopped him from confessing to police, and supported him in vulnerable moments. For once, Dexter put his son above his dark passenger, showing growth in his own twisted way. The Gemini killer twist also reminded fans of classic Dexter. Dexter killed Gareth, but suddenly Gareth turned up alive. The reveal? He had an identical twin, and together they manipulated events so well that even Dexter was thrown off. This shocking reveal put him in a brutal showdown, giving us that unpredictable Dexter energy once again. Another strong moment came when Dexter used his darkness for good without killing. When Elsa's landlord neglected his tenants, Dexter didn't murder him. He put him on the kill table and terrified him into doing the right thing. It was proof Dexter could bring justice without adding to his body count. There was also an unexpectedly emotional moment at Blessing's mother's memorial. Dexter, usually awkward and unemotional, made a simple remark about food and family that moved everyone to tears. By accident, he showed genuine humanity, reminding us of the subtle empathy fans loved in the original series. Resurrection also tied back beautifully to the franchise's roots through Prater's murder museum. Inside were relics from Dexter's past, Trinity's hammer, the ice truck killer's table, and even Dexter's glass slides. This wasn't cheap nostalgia, it was Dexter facing his legacy directly, something New Blood failed to do. Another satisfying moment was how the show gave Hannah McKay her due. In New Blood, she was dismissed in a single line, but Resurrection finally acknowledged her importance. Dexter openly referred to Hannah as Harrison's mother, along with Rita, giving closure to fans and honoring a character who had mattered deeply. After years of guilt and exile, Dexter finally accepted who he was. Killing Prater, stealing his files, and taking his yacht brought him clarity. It mirrored his Miami slice-of-life days, reminding fans that Dexter's true calling was balancing survival with his own twisted version of justice. And finally, the boldest moment of all came in the finale when Dexter broke the fourth wall. Looking directly at the audience, he said, "I am whatever you want me to be." It was a perfect ending, acknowledging his moral ambiguity and reminding us that why we root for him says as much about us as it does about him. Dexter. Resurrection succeeded where New Blood failed. It brought back tension, nostalgia, moral complexity, and even humanity, all while proving that the Bay Harbor Butcher could still evolve. By showing Dexter as both killer and father, both ruthless and compassionate, Resurrection redeemed the entire franchise and put it back on top. That's all for today's breakdown of 10 times Dexter. Resurrection redeemed the franchise. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of Dexter.